Tafari Campbell was a chef in the White House for years before leaving to be a personal chef for the Obamas. Tafari went to culinary school in Virginia, and he actually owned his own restaurant before applying for a job at the White House. Tafari was first hired to work in the White House while George W. Bush was president. And when Barack Obama became president, he was reportedly one of the 4 cooks who were asked to stay, in which he did, and he worked as a sous chef. When the Obamas left the White House after the 2 terms that they served, they asked Mr. Campbell to also leave the White House and continue to be their personal chef. Reports state that Campbell was honored to take the job. Now, before I play the 911 calls from Secret Service just moments after Campbell fell into the water, I want you to check out how athletic Campbell was. He lifted weights on a regular basis. He played golf often. But most importantly, he documented his 5-year progress as a swimmer. He was motivated after a vacation that he was in 2007 to learn to swim. And learn he did. Campbell seemed like one of those people that set his mind to something and was determined to accomplish it. To set the premise for the 911 calls I am about to play, Tafari was visiting Martha's Vineyard, where the Obamas actually stay at, and he went out to paddleboard with someone else. He fell into the water and reportedly drowned. There are 2 911 calls from Secret Service on July 23rd, 2023. The first call was at 7:46 p.m. that evening, and the second call was 8 minutes later to the police department. Pay close attention to the person in the background that is describing what Tafari had on. Now, let's take a listen to the 911 calls from Secret Service before going further into this story.
911, the sign's recorded. Where is your emergency?
We have a male drowning in the back of the property right now. We have our rescue swimmers. They're attempting to go out there right now.
What's your phone number that you called in on? What's the best access?
Rescue swimmer and an agent driving down there right now to get on the boat. Someone came running up to our back post saying that a gentleman, it's just a guest of the house, is out there drowning. So right now, our rescue swimmer's going out there.
All right, and you said you guys have boat access, so what do you guys need? Do you need an ambulance, or do you need water rescue as well?
They didn't advise right now. I would say at least an ambulance, and I don't know if what they're doing in the back of the property right now. I know we have our rescue swimmer who's getting the boat right now. I would say at least an ambulance. I don't know what the lead time is.
All right, I'll send the ambulance over, and I'll contact the fire chief and see where he wants to go, the duty chief, and see if he wants to drop the boat in there.
I don't know if you have a better number for me to call you back if we get them out of the water, and I can give you another situation report. They're not passing anything over the radio right now.
Yeah, I can give you that if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
And hit 0 at the prompt, and it'll come right to us.
0 at the prompt.
Yeah, 6 times 0.
Okay. We'll have our gate open, and we'll send an ambulance down to the front of the house, and I'll call you back once I hear about once they give a status report down by the water.
Mm-hmm. And do you know if it's a male or a female?
It's a male, 40.
40. All right. Here's male. All right. I'll start sending everyone out there, okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Here is the second call 8 minutes later.
Sheriff's Office communications.
So our rescue swimmers aren't able to locate the gentleman that was reported drowning. So they're out in the water right now. But as of now, they don't know where he is.
Okay, so they're unable to locate the party right now.
Correct.
Okay. Do you have any description of what he was wearing?
Do we know what he was wearing, Nick? Give me a second. Stand by, I'll let you know in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's wearing all black. He's on a paddleboard. He's a 40-ish-year-old black gentleman, regular build. And we have our rescue swimmers on a boat in the area right now.
Okay. And they haven't located the paddleboard either.
1 second. Payne from Command Post. Have you located the paddleboard? Copy, thank you. All right, so they have the paddleboard and his hat.
Okay, but not him. And do we know if he was wearing a life vest?
I don't think.
Sorry to ask.
Hey, Command Post. Can you advise if he was wearing a life vest? Copy, thank you. That's a negative. He was not wearing a life vest.
No life vest?
No.
Okay. All right, I have Bravo 2, B2 fire attack. All right, so we have everybody on the way over there now to meet with you guys and gather their resources. I'm going to give the responding fire chief the update just so they know exactly what they're working with.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye.
Now, the person that you hear in the background describing what Tafari had on was the second paddleboarder. This paddleboarder went out with Tafari and states that they saw Tafari fall in the water. They tried to get to Tafari but was unsuccessful, so they swam to shore, went up to Obama's house, and talked to Secret Service to call 911, in which they did. Secret Service will not release this person's name, nor will they give any further details about this person. It is also interesting to note that they did not find Tafari until the next day, July 24th, around 10 a.m. in the morning.
Paddle boarding. ABC's DeMarco Morgan reports.
African-American male on a paddleboard, no life preserver.
This morning, tragedy unfolding near the Obama family's Martha's Vineyard estate. Police recovering the body of 45-year-old Tafari Campbell, a beloved personal chef and friend of the former president and first lady. The call for help came in Sunday evening for the missing paddleboarder, who witnesses tell police was last seen wearing all black before they eventually lost eye contact with him.
A 40-year-old male, possible drowning.
Campbell's paddleboard and hat would surface, but no sign of Campbell. Then the unimaginable. The husband and father of two found dead 100 feet from shore at a depth of about 8 feet in the Edgartown Great Pond. Police say divers found his body by deploying a side-scan sonar from a boat. Campbell first worked as a sous chef for the Obamas at the White House.
Gotta keep it under lock and key.
Seen here brewing beer in this White House video.
What you do is you take the beer bottle.
Now authorities investigating the drowning. Campbell was on the vineyard visiting. The Obamas were not there at the time of the incident.
So just to recap, Tafari's body was found 100 feet from shore in the area of Turkey Land Cove Road, which is where the Obamas' home is located. And while the pond has an average of 3 to 4 feet, his body was recovered in waters roughly 7 to 8 feet. He did not have a life jacket on, nor was he tethered to the paddleboard. The second paddleboarder states that they were not out there long before he fell in, so it wasn't like he fell and was tired or exhausted, nor was any bad weather or waves reported at the time. So what do you guys think about this story?
Not my cup of tea.